Welcome to this episode of Applebee's Tarot and Spiritual Life, and today we have a pick a card reading for you. It is entitled New Year, New You. Let's have a look, shall we? First card, the Phoenix. Resurrection, surrender to change. Second readings card, the Lady of the Gift. Generosity, receiving, withholding. And the final card, Sun Dancers. Joyful activity, celebration of life, and abundance. Take a moment. Feel into the energy of the cards, your intuition, which card your eyes keep traveling towards like a magnet. Once you have picked your card, let's get to the first reading, the Phoenix. If you need more time, please rewind and pause until you feel right, and then click on the video with the right card reading for you. Let's get on with it, shall we? So, card number 2, the Lady of the Gifts. Generosity, receiving, and withholding. I love this card. So, this year for you, totally different reading altogether from card 1's. And I've really loved this because this is more about you than it is about anything else. And I think it's about generosity to yourself. Something just tells me that you card number 2s are brilliant at doing lots of stuff for other people. You do that all the time. You put yourself last. You need to start giving to yourself and be happy to receive it from others. It's almost like you're happier giving to others than receiving. Like, you don't like compliments, they make you squirm. You don't like large gestures of love, it makes you uncomfortable. You always feel like, well, I haven't done anything for you, I must do something. And that person hasn't done it to get something. And this is the thing, like, I think with you, it is about training yourself to be comfortable with large gestures of love, with gestures of giving and receiving. So giving to yourself and receiving from others. Because you're happy to give, and you do it to your own detriment all the time, but you believe that is the way that you get and maintain love, that you must constantly be the one to go out of your way, and that is you showing love for everyone. You're a self-sacrificer. But self-sacrificing to this degree is detrimental to the self, because if you cannot allow for somebody else to give back to you, you're taking away what makes them happy. You're taking away their showing of love to you, because you haven't learned how to love correctly within yourself and to love others, because you do it to your own detriment and to the detriment of others. And then you wonder why people get upset with you. And you're thinking, well, I didn't want you to do that for me. You didn't have to do that for me. But the thing is that person wanted to do it for you. They didn't have to do it, no. But they wanted to because they love you, and they wanted just to show you openly with love, without an argument, without feeling like their love is not being appreciated in the right way. But it's not because you don't appreciate it, it's that you don't feel comfortable with it. And there is a disconnect between receiving of love and the giving of love in the correct way. And this year is about the Lady of the Gift coming to give you the gift of being able to find that within yourself and find that balance. And so she comes with a challenger today saying, now is the time for you to understand that you do not have to constantly give to receive, that you can receive without giving, and that you can give without receiving, and it still be love. And with yourself, I think it's about giving to yourself, giving yourself that love that you just don't understand truly how that is, because you've never had that. Not in the way that truly you've always desired. And so you've come up with coping mechanisms on how to skirt round or to fill in that void within yourself. And it's not because you're a heartless person, it's because you've got a lot of heart that has never been fed love in the right way. So rather than now looking outside of yourself by constantly giving to others in the hopes to receive a drop of it back, it is now about taking the time to give to you. You are the one that deserves all the love in the world from yourself. It's time to bring it in. Bring that self in. Bring that love in. Start really chipping back at the wall and allowing yourself to be vulnerable with you, and to really go within and find out what it is that you're so scared of, what it is that you're so afraid to see, what it is that you think's not going to work if you stop going out of your way to for people. They're just all going to leave you. That's not true. The right people will be there for you. They won't want you to keep on giving and giving and giving of yourself and taking advantage of that. The right ones will be 50-50 with you down the middle, and they will appreciate and love you just for you. You won't need to do anything. It'll be amazing. You'll be like, wow, I didn't realize I could just be me and be loved for it. And it all starts within yourself this year, really peeling back the layers and starting to see and love the real you for you. So that when it does come to push and time, the people that are going to stay in your life will be the ones that see that, see you and love you without having to do all this giving and taking of, epic proportions. Because it's probably going to be a lot of giving and them taking and not getting anything back at the moment. Something tells me. So you have to change to be the one to change the narrative and to start having negative exchanges turn into positive ones. And it starts within the self. And once the self is healed and loved, then that filters out into the world around you, because people see the genuine, real you underneath all of that was there before, all the insecurities, all of the wrong understandings about how love really works and how people stay in your life. And you're going to meet a man who is steady and magnanimous. He's generous and has great power of action, which I think this man is going to be the one to show you that you can have that steady, strong person in your life who's not going to just want things from you all the time. He's going to be there with you, by your side. Now, this doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean that he is a love interest. I mean, this Aries with a fiery sign, meow. I mean, he could just be a work colleague that turns into a friendship. But it could be somebody who's going to be a romantic interest. But he has a really spiritual attitude, and he's honest and conscient. He's got a conscience. He's a really nice bloke. That's what you need in your life, love. And if you're a man, that's the sort of role models that you want around you, mate, to show you how you can become centered in yourself without having to perform any acts that you think are necessary to bring the right people into your life and keep them there, because that's not the way you do it. All you'll do is get a lot of clinger-oners who will just keep taking from you. You want to actually value and appreciate yourselves, okay? And this is the sort of attitude that you need to have. But it comes with self-love, time where you can sit by yourself and work through your issues, because I mean, it might be worth you going to counselling this year if you can get some. But I tell you what, if you've got like a really good friend that you can just have a cup of tea and a slice of cake with, it does wonders, a chat to work through things. But for the most part, it is going to be a lot about you doing it by yourself and introspection and working through your issues and giving yourself the love, like proper healthy love that you keep looking for elsewhere. Gift yourself this year that wonderful thing of knowing that you are worthy, you are wise, you are centered, you have had a life that can teach you a lot of things about a lot of things. Now you can take that and use it within yourself to really heal the dams that have broken over from past hurts and past slights that you've been carrying, and start dropping those bricks and start healing it, mending it. Be generous of self, to self. We have another king, another man. He tends to be mature in his attitude towards material things and wealth, and is a successful person with his status and position. Something tells me a lot of the people in pile 2 idolize material things and wealth. They idolize success and status and position. Money isn't not what you need. Money is something that is a byproduct of success within the self. And in order to be successful, you have to work on yourself first. Because the energy that you put out into the world is what reflects back. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I will always say this, that the universe is like an echo chamber, and the insecurities and all of the things around you that you surround yourself with are where that keep you where you are. So you have to break free. And the only way you can break free and become the things that you wish to have in your life, happiness, success, wealth, you have to have a happy you, a stable you. Which means going back to the foundations of what your building bricks are and rearranging them, and enforcing new structures into your life with love. That's love. That's what's missing from so many people's lives. And then when you got that, you realize that's exactly what I needed. I don't need all the other stuff. All I need is love. Yeah, it's nice to have it, but it's just stuff. I don't need stuff. I don't need success. That's for people who actually are trying to fill the hole of who they are. You can be successful within yourself, then success automatically just comes anyway. And that's the secret. If you want a happy life, you need a loving life. Don't love outside of yourself, love you and be happy within you, and then all the rest of it around you is going to change, because you are the creator of your world. So if you're in the inside change, the outside will change. Just watch it happen. And then these things will happen because you'll realize who you are and what you want, and then you'll go for the right thing because you'll be listening to your heart space. Remember me saying about going within? This is what you need to do this year. Be comfortable giving of love to yourself, going within, and as you do, things are going to come up to the surface to be set free. Put down your bricks. But you will have help on your journey this year. And it might be that these are two people that are going to come into your life, two men that are going to be around you, that are going to help guide you to on the path that you're supposed to be on. The Emperor, another man. Crikey, this is a very male-oriented reading, really. The Emperor has enough masculinity and full majesty. He has power to control everything. I can't help but think there might be a toxic male in your life. And I feel like this is the women in the group. And maybe a man's father in their past. Somebody enforced their will upon you. They were really quite a toxic influence. And I think this is why you have these problems with generosity and receiving, withholding from yourself. You need to let this person go. And you'll be like, well, if they are family, you're going to, how can I do that? Well, you don't have to hold on to what happened. You can let it go. You can heal it. You can love and heal what has been done to you. Most definitely, yeah. Look at this. The Emperor and the Fool. Reversed. Your emotions or psychology can affect your natural reactions. And I think this is what's been holding you back. And I'm getting chills. So I would say yes, definitely. You've had something happen to you in your life, or a person that was like a father figure, or a strong male presence that at some point was very overbearing with you. And he had full power and control over you. And this is what caused you to have issues with giving and receiving of love. And it has affected, it's scarred your emotions and psychology, and affects your natural reaction to what people do around you that's supposed to be loving, supposed to be giving. But for you, I think that you've just been like, no. I don't feel comfortable. So it is going to be a lot of working on the self this year. There's a lot of fire energy here in this reading. A lot of fire and air. So this has really fueled your fire, fueled what's going on in your life. And look, I mean, this lady is blowing on it. So, I think for you, something's definitely been going on. Yeah, look at this. The Chariot reverse, there can be a catastrophic failure. The situation spirals out of control. And there are also some conflicts and obstacles. Travel is delayed or cancelled, losing your previous calmness and is ultimately futile. Yeah, I think this situation in your past has been holding you back in a big way. You are the creator of your own fog, and you are the master of your own destiny, and that is true, pile 2. You are the master of your own destiny. I think that it's time to lift the fog that has been cast by the smoke that's got in your eyes and caused you so many tears over the years and issues within yourself. The Lady of the Gift comes to give you this back, this part of yourself that you have been denied by this person. And this is the year that you are going to lift that fog, find yourself and your path again, and really build yourself back up. I think finding yourself, do you remember me saying about finding a friend to have a cup of tea and a cake, slice of cake with? I think it was here. I always get confused when I do readings because I'm doing one after another. But having a cup of tea and a cake and just being, if you have someone in your life, you can just be you, and you don't need to be anything for anyone other than just be. That is what you need. Lightness and ease, the reason to just be. And then, get used to being by yourself, have that lightness and ease of the reason just to be with you, and start then getting to know the real you and getting to know that you are worthy of all of these things, and you don't need to give outside of yourself, and you don't need to feel awkward when people want to show you love. This is about the time for you to start mending your wounds. And 2025 is going to be a formulative year for you doing this. There we go. Emotional sensitivity. Honor and respect your deep sensitivity, as it is a gift to us all. You are a gift to us all. Each and every one of you is a gift to humanity. And I mean that in the most respectful and deep and meaningful way possible. Because you are. There is no one on this earth like you. You are a one-off original. So it's time to start mending those wounds, loving thyself, knowing thyself, and then sharing the true you with humanity and shining your light and that light of your smile with all that you meet. Have integrity in your life. Align your actions so they match your values and inner knowingness of what is right for you. Not what other people thought was right for you, what you were trained to think by that person, or like the overbearing maleness that's been in your life that has really harmed your psyche. It's time to take yourself out of that and allow yourself the freedom to be you in your wholeness, entirety. Know that God wanted that for you. God wants you to be happy, and God doesn't make duds. Not one person on earth is stupid, useless, foolish, or any of them the negative things, derogatory things that those who are mirroring because they feel it in themselves put upon you. Okay? So take all those labels off of yourself, free yourself, and allow you to put positive new labels of truth where they sat. Have the integrity. Because genuineness, and people will flock to you for it, because they will see you and love you for the openness and the being that you are, the loving, truthful honesty that you provide. And this is your last card. Know your way forward. Make a real connection today. Focus on your own pathway, not what others want. Don't give of yourself and give of yourself and then feel empty because there's nothing left. Give to yourself, for yourself. Find your own pathway forward. Make a connection within that is meaningful and lasting, and you will never look back. This has been your reading for 2025, my darling card number 2s. I hope you like it. Please leave me a thumbs up if you did. If you like this new way of me doing the readings, please do leave me a thumbs up in the comments. I love you, but you're newer to this channel. Please consider subscribing. It's free to do so. I will see you again in the next pick a card reading. Bye.